Yes. I win.
Hey guys, Merry Vlogmas! We're back today to talk about Christmas traditions that we had as children and that we have carried on so far in our relationship and with our kids. And even though it's Brexley's first Christmas, so this will be her first year for traditions, what are some that we want to continue and make?
Christmas trees.
Christmas trees.
Let's have a Christmas tree. Christmas traditions are very interesting to me because I don't think that outside of the things that you normally do, talk to Santa, make sure that's taken care of, put up a Christmas tree, I think it's all about the specifics. Because it doesn't necessarily have to be Christmassy, it just has to involve family. So, one of the things that we've done is we've always spent some time with your parents, and that's one of those things you spend time with family. So, I think we should spend some time with family. That's a good start for a tradition. Tell our kids that you need to spend Christmas with us because, you know...
Well, one of the big things...
Have to.
One of the big things that we do, that we did this year, and we've done every year, and hopefully we'll continue, and that my parents always did, is when we go to decorate the tree, in which we do 2 big trees. As you probably saw, if you are a subscriber, if you're new here, we usually do 2 trees. So we do a live Fraser fir in the front part of the house, and then in the living room we do an artificial like pre-lit tree. And that tree I usually just put together by myself. Well,
the pre-lit tree?
Ellie puts
what are you talking about?
Ellie assembles the tree, as you can see, and then makes me like, I have to do all the fluff. The fluff job is mine.
I'm looking at this tree, it's put together, it looks like it's great, and then she comes in and moves some stuff around, and then somehow it looks better, and I don't even know how she did it. But yeah, I'm there. I'm part of the tradition.
And then I decorate the whole thing by myself. And Blair tries to undecorate it. So there's that. But for the main tree, the major tree, Ellie, you know, does most of the work actually with getting the tree, putting it up, as you can see, doing the lights, and I like direct and he hates it. But that is what it is, and then it turns out pretty, hopefully, somewhat. It's not fancy like everybody else's. That's one of my traditions too. I like for my tree, like the Fraser fir, to have ornaments on it that we've collected throughout the years, and sentimental ornaments, and as our kids get older, hopefully handmade ornaments, all of the stuff they make in school, like a tree that a lot of people these days would call like a tacky tree. I like colored lights on my tree.
Big ones too.
Like childhood, like a whimsical, like children's kind of tree. And that's the tree that Santa brings presents and puts presents under. And we always do like hors d'oeuvres and appetizers and just tons of snacks. And
yeah, we got some good stuff this year. We had a nice little tray of some cured meats from Costco, and some cheeses too, because
like a Spanish cheese variety sampler, because we're on keto.
Yeah, it's not only Vlogmas, everybody, it's Keto Christmas.
So, you know, that kind of dampers a little bit of it, but so far so good.
Yeah, and I tell you what, part of this fun experiment of keto that's turned from experiment to lifestyle is that you get to try to bake things in a way that you wouldn't have before, and with Christmas and traditions comes a lot of food and a lot of baking. I think that was kind of an apprehensive thing for us going into Thanksgiving. We didn't know how we would survive that, and it turned out not nearly as bad as either one of us thought. So I think part of our Christmas tradition will be finding new ways to make really good food that's keto
for my blood sugar. I mean, it's not, you know, some of you are probably like, why not just take a break for the holidays? But it's not just about losing weight, as previous videos, not to go off on a tangent like we always do.
Yeah, it's for your health.
It's for my blood sugar, basically. But anyhow, Christmas traditions that we have and we want to keep. Gingerbread houses.
Gingerbread houses.
Definitely want to do that every year with our girls, and we've done that every year as a couple.
We've done gingerbread, and it's been gingerbread houses, gingerbread sleighs, gingerbread communities.
I made homemade gingerbread dough balls and like homemade gingerbread cookies. So, and I had actually made those the year of our first pregnancy, and I haven't made any homemade gingerbread since then. And that's not a tradition that I grew up doing. We never made a gingerbread house.
You used to always see them and want them.
Yeah, that was something that I always wanted to do, but
I think that's also back when I thought that you ate them.
I don't think they made like the, they didn't make the prefabricated kits then either. So like, who's got time for that? I know my mom definitely did not have time for all that nonsense. So, but because it was something I always wanted, and it's like the Hansel and Gretel house, I want to do that every year with our kids. Another thing that we do that you probably saw in our decorating video is I ordered a Christmas tree skirt when Blair was born, and it's like a reversible one, but one side is burlap. And every year I've dipped her hands in paint and put her handprints on the Christmas tree skirt with the year. And so this year we'll also add Brexleys, and they just go around in a circle. And I'll do that every year until it fills up, and then I'll probably sew some material onto it and just do it forever.
Yeah, that first year we did it with Blair was actually a really great Christmas memory. If you like Christmas memories, there's another video about that. You should go check that out.
We'll put a card up here.
Other Christmas it'll be somewhere.
It'll be there.
Other Christmas traditions, so like in the movies one we were talking about, another video. Miracle on 34th Street is something the last couple of years we've watched Christmas night, and I love that tradition, and I'll tell you why. I'm glad that you're ready to listen. It's because Christmas night is such a bummer. Like, it's over, but it's not. Like, it's still Christmas, but the presents have been opened, you've had your big meal, the kids are in bed, so maybe at this point the kids wouldn't be in bed, but most of the magic of the day has settled in, and you're going 365 more days until Christmas, and I really enjoy sitting in here just kind of looking around one last time when everything's really nice and it's still Christmas. And hey man, that's a cool movie. The original is really cool, and maybe a little...
So I'll probably do that again this year, and maybe I'll figure out a way to make keto hot chocolate, because that's like a big Christmas tradition for me too.
Dark
is hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Liquid chocolate covered cherries, not the kind with the cream, just the liquid. Those are my favorite. They're my mom's favorite. It's gonna be a sad Christmas without those.
Well, we'll see what we can do. There's a lot of intuitive people out there. If you've got something, hey, leave a comment. Let us know. Yeah. Christmas...
Other traditions, not to cut you off, sorry.
Please do, because I don't know what I'm about to say.
Other traditions are like solstice. December 21st, not a lot of people celebrate that. We celebrate solstice and Christmas. I just think it's really cool to teach my kids about other societies, other civilizations or whatever. They paid attention to that. That's how they kind of track time, and they were like, this is the darkest day of the year, but now we're going to celebrate because tomorrow the daylight's going to be longer and the darkness is going to be shorter, and they celebrated like the returning of the sun just for like crops and food, like their way of life. The sun was very important, is very important. So I like to celebrate that. So we do have some books that we buy and add on to every year for the girls, and we will, try to build on traditions of that, just like making like a nature craft or something like that, just to teach them about that day. I like including that in Christmas.
Absolutely. Because, there's a lot of different holidays going on, but Christmas is a big one in our home, but it's nice to touch base with all the other ones as well.
We always do ornaments. We buy special ornaments every year.
Or make them.
And
there have been a couple ornaments made.
And I'll continue to do that every year with the girls, make ornaments and buy stuff.
So we're big Spurs supporters. Boxing Day, there'll be a Spurs game on. We'll get to put all our new Christmas Spurs stuff on and watch the game.
So yeah, that'll be
that
a big
tradition.
Match. That is a good tradition to have.
It's tradition now. It's on the internet. You can't take it back. I love Christmas. It's great, and I love all the things that we do as a family.
Homemade baked goods.
Yeah.
Another big tradition that I used to go every year, but I think we've only gone one time since we've been together. We go to like a big festival of lights.
Yes.
And check out the light shows, and you can like roast marshmallows over a big huge fire, and there are these like life-size Christmas cards that you can walk through. It's really, really cool. So we'll definitely take the girls to do that this year. I think my mom and dad are gonna come and do that with us. And we like to walk around and look at Christmas lights, which we'll probably make a video about that. And just driving around in general and looking for Christmas lights and decorating your house.
All the things that come with Christmas, man, like putting up the tree, getting the decorations up, hitting up Target and seeing the little $3 bin, see what kind of new stuff you can get from there. Just generally in Target, period.
Christmas parades.
Yeah, Christmas parades.
We have boat parades. We have boat parades here that I want to take the girls to for the first time.
I want to go to a boat parade. I've never been to a boat parade.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
New tradition.
Holiday markets.
Yeah.
Those are great. Like farmers markets, holiday edition with like local vendors and artisan crafts.
I'm spent.
Spent.
Nah, I got nothing
I don't know.
else.
We'll film about it and we'll see. Comment down below if you have any Christmas traditions that are special to you. Maybe you can give us some ideas as we start celebrating the holidays every year with our daughters and building our family traditions. Like this video if you like it, and subscribe to our channel. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.